in the last video is I was telling why intersubjectivity is important, because it is replacing truth as what is taught in university. Now you can see there's some yellow text on my screen. Now I could read that and say, okay, you understand it now. Nope, I'm not going to do that. Just take my word for it. That's when you're when you need to tell the narrative of women, of minorities. You need something else, and intersubjectivity is what they have. Now I'm going to torch you again with Wikipedia. And I will read this. Intersubjectivity has been used in social science to refer to agreement. If there is intersubjectivity between people, if they agree on a given set of meanings or a definition of the situation. Similarly, Thomas Sheff defines intersubjectivity as the sharing of subjective states by two or more individuals. You see, you don't need truth here. And you can see that really there's no requirement for truth in this Wikipedia page. Intersubjectivity. No requirement for truth. But let's go to the next page. Let's go from intersubjectivity to intersubjective verifiability. Now this is a little bit more like truth. But of course it's not truth, because it doesn't have to be true. I'm sorry. I should probably pause it, but what we're looking for... Okay, this seems a little bit more like truth. A public phenomenon is experienced and carefully described in words or measurements by one individuals. Other individuals can see if their experience of the phenomenon fit the description. That's more like truth than just plain intersubjectivity. Because you're going to have incongruence, which would be, the incongruence would be a little bit like falsehood. So, they actually use truth in the definition. Truth is agreed upon by the involved parties. If the description does not fit the experience of one or more parties involved, incongruence occurs instead. So what we have here is what's trying to be a useful definition between two narratives. Can two people share the same narrative at all? Or can three people share the same narrative at all? Not really does the narrative refer to reality. I don't know if there's a reality in here. But it does describe if two people are using language in a similar way. Does this language have a similar meaning? I'd like to verbalize, if possible, why I think this intersubjectivity is being taught. It's because when you speak in class, or you speak to other people with a different narrative, different values, the truth isn't really helping you. Instead, these places are teaching you to discount the truth, not respect the truth. Instead, you're not really learning how to emphasize the truth. You're learning how to emphasize emotions and values, and it's almost like you can think of a reason not to tell the truth. And that's my theory. Feel free to respond to this video. Thank you.